do I need to do my NYSC before going for my master's abroad? No, 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 no. When you even say NYSC, they don't know what you're talking about. So, how are you doing? Welcome to this session. Yes. Here is Dr. Linda. I said, let me take my time to come here and see if I can take at least 5 questions. I know that may sound small, but even if it's just 5 people, I'm able to address their questions today. For every other person, that may look small, but for those 5 persons, their life will not remain the same. True or false? True. So I hope you are the first person to ask your question if you're watching me live right now, so that you become one of the 5 persons I'm going to answer your question. What's happening at your end? Okay, I'm just going to go straight to the point, but let's see. Feel free to drop your question. I have other people join me here. Blessing, Benson, George, thank you so much. Hazib, thank you so much, and so many other people. Please drop your questions. I want to take 5 questions to answer. And if you're watching this as a replay, I hope that you learn from the answers I'm going to be giving these 5 persons. So Olarity is complaining about no response to DM. So we replied to all DMs within 24 hours. I am not yet sure of who replies DM faster than we do. So if for any reason you feel that you sent us a DM, a direct message, right, inbox, and you have not gotten a response, after 24 hours, please, could you send a reminder? All right? And if you send a reminder, another 24 hours, no answer, just understand that we are not seeing your question. So you can, something like that, you can maybe on the wall, you can say, I sent a DM, it's 48 hours, I've not gotten a response, please, could you check? Right? That way, it will just call our attention. But please, if it is not more than 24 hours, and you have not sent a reminder, and another 24 hours went by without you getting a response, please don't comment on the page. Because like yesterday, I was going through my wall, right? Then I saw a lady that said, for 2 weeks, you've not responded to me. I know that something must be wrong, right? So I was like, okay, let me go and... I even just replied, I said, send a reminder. Then I went to the place. So I clicked and went to the inbox. What did I notice? We've replied her. We've even chatted with her. We even asked her questions that she have not responded to. But the same person came on social media and was saying, for 2 weeks, you've not responded to me. And guess what? Many people that said that, we always find the same thing. Many people that come online here to tell me that you've not responded to our questions, most times when I go back to check, we've had multiple correspondences with them, and most times we are even waiting for them to reply to something. So, also, if you send us a message, always go back to check if you got a response, at least within 24 hours. Check, because without checking, you are just accusing us falsely. That other lady that I was telling you about, I was offended and I was really angry with her. When she was talking, I said, Madam, you are supposed to apologize because you went on social media and you were saying something else. She was like, I apologize. I said, okay, that's fine. You know, but this happens all the time. Almost everybody I bring on board who says, oh, you've not responded to my question, go and check inbox. It's unfortunate, like, unlike Facebook, where you can reply to people's comments with an image. On Instagram, you cannot reply to people's comments with an image. If not, you will have been seeing Shege Banza. What do I mean by that? I will just screenshot and reply to that message. You see? So please, always check when you message people, give us 24 hours. Within that 24 hours, we will have replied you. If we've not replied you, there's something wrong. Send a reminder. Maybe we are not seeing, maybe this social media channel is not showing it to us. That's a possibility, which is not your fault and is also not our fault. If 48 hours has gone by, which you sent reminder after 24 hours, nobody responded, please patiently type in anywhere on our page, I sent a message, I sent a reminder, I have checked now, nobody have replied. We'll take it off from there, which is not going to likely happen. Because most of the people commenting has never checked the response or answered the last question we asked them. So let's look at other people's question. So somebody said, is Switzerland okay for study and is there scholarship? Yes. Switzerland is a very good place. It's a very good place for study abroad. I know people that studied in Switzerland were able to get even big fat jobs with all these like a big establishment. So it's definitely an option. Yeah. So let's see the next question. The next question says, how can I get scholarship in Canada for my master's? Okay, for that one you can actually attend our study abroad webinar. You can attend our study abroad webinar. That's the easiest way for you to get started. So go to www.vantagemigration.ca. okay, www.vantagemigration.ca. Start with our free webinar. That's the easiest way. You can take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Take a screenshot. That's the easiest way for you to get started. Let's now see the next question that somebody asked. The next question says, how do you go about travel loan? You can learn about it when you start. Like, as Vantage Migration, we train you on how to get study loan, right? So if you start the Vantage Migration training, it's part of the curriculum. You don't even need to go and start looking for where. We'll show you how to get about it. So someone says, I have a question. If you have a question, just go direct and type it. Don't say I have a question, like wasting your time. So another person said, okay, I think I've already replied this. Okay. Somebody said, let me look at the next question. How can I get legit scholarship to Canada? You can learn how to do it. It's something that somebody can teach you how to do it, right? Start from our free study abroad webinar. I have already given the link to that. Let's see. Somebody said, do I need to do my NYSC before going for my master's abroad? No. Okay, let me start by telling you something that is real yet funny. In places like UK, Canada, Australia, US, there is nothing like NYSC. So when you even say NYSC, they don't know what you're talking about. They don't know what you're talking about. What does this mean? It is not even a requirement for you to relocate or for you to get admission or get scholarship. Like in places where NYSC is done, a lot of employers, a lot of schools will ask you for NYSC. Let's say in Nigeria or in Ghana, where they have national service. Employers, schools will ask you to submit your proof of going for those things, right? But UK, US, Canada, Australia, Switzerland, Sweden, Austria, Finland, Poland, they don't do NYSC. So they will never ask you for NYSC certificate, nor make it a requirement for anything. If you understand this, then you know that nobody can tell you you have to do NYSC before you go. All right? So this does not mean that I'm here telling people don't do NYSC in your life. That's not all. Don't take this out of context. There's a difference between opinion and facts, right? I'm talking about facts. I'm not saying that don't do NYSC or do NYSC. That's not what we're talking about. We are talking about opinion here. The truth is that schools abroad will not ask you for NYSC before they give you admission or give you scholarship or before they give you visa for you to relocate. So it's totally your choice if you decide to do it or not. Secondly, study abroad or travel abroad process often take 6 months to 1 year preparation process time before relocation, before you relocate. What does this mean? You can overlap your preparation stage with your NYSC stage should you decide to do it. So that it's like you're at NYSC, you are preparing. You're at NYSC, you are preparing, right? So that at the end of your NYSC, that's about the time you are traveling. That's about the time you are traveling. That's even the smartest choice. Because if you say you're not doing NYSC now, and you start your relocation plan, you're not still traveling today. You're not still traveling today, right? So you can as well go to camp, start working, because NYSC is a form of work experience. That's why I look at it. You start working, and then while you are doing all this, you are applying. You put the place they assign you to in NYSC, you put it as your place of work, as your current place of work. So it's a win-win. So NYSC is good because it's work experience. There's no reason for you to fold your arms and sit in your house when you can actually go for NYSC and start working. I don't know if you get my point. But don't misunderstand it to mean that you need NYSC certificate to relocate abroad. I hope I've expanded on this topic very well for everybody to understand. If you have a follow-up question, please drop it for me. I'll be very happy to clarify. Someone said, can I study in Canada on scholarship? You already know you can. Yes, you can. Okay. Someone said, let's look at the next question. Beautiful kid's mom said, I am a witness. You replied to DM. Okay, thank you so much for that testimonial. Someone said, let's look at the question. Oh, someone said, can you cope with accommodations in Canada without having anyone there and traveling for the first time? Yes, like when I came to Canada, I was traveling for the first time to Canada. I didn't have any relative in Canada by the time I was coming. I didn't even have any friend. Like, I had people that I met on social media, right? As I was preparing my relocation. But not that I had a friend who has been there, who will take care of me or something. Most of the things I did, I interacted with the school, and they will connect me to somebody or to a graduate student, and we take it up from there. So if you don't have anybody there, talk to your school. They'll be able to link you up with somebody that you can even ask more questions like, oh, how much do you pay for house rent? How do you get a house to rent? You know, stuff like that. Preferably, one of the things I also did when I was coming was that because I know that first time I'm going to be coming, it's going to be rough, right? What I did was I went with school accommodation for the first 4 months. The accommodation here is not forever. So you can, especially student accommodation, you can get for 4 months one. So I registered for school, my university accommodation for the first 4 months. So that means on arrival, there was a place for me to stay. When I now got here, right? Within that first 4 months, I was now able to even find a cheaper and good accommodation. Then I moved. So I came in August ending. So I stayed in school accommodation September, October, November, December, 4 months. By December ending, I moved into my accommodation, which was not in school. So you can break it that way. It will make life easier for you. I hope this helps you, okay? Someone said, can I get full scholarship to study in Canada? The answer is yes. I've answered it. Please attend our webinar, free study abroad webinar, so that you know how it works at www.vantagemigration.ca. Take a screenshot, okay? That's where to go to. If you're asking yourself, how do I get started with my study abroad process? Go to this. Let's look at. I'm going to take 2 more questions and then we'll call it a day. All right? I left what I was doing. I was like, let me just jump in and help at least 5 people. That was what was on my mind. So, let's see. 2 more questions. Someone is saying, can I go for master's degree business consultancy in Canada? Yes, you can. Or you can do MBA as well. Why not? Let's see. Someone said, I'm finding it difficult to get a school for Masters in Management or MBA in Canada for 2023. Can you suggest schools? You can start from our free webinar at where? www.vantagemigration.ca. If I keep it like this, it's always twisted. That's why I end up flipping my camera. All right? You can go to www.vantagemigration.ca to know exactly what to do next. Instead of looking for some people, they will be like, please give me link. Please send me here. Please give me name of school. If you are getting trained, you will have all these things. Let me use a slang. You will have all this boku, meaning you will never ask somebody for link again in your life. If you actually attend our training and you are serious with it, you will never ask somebody again for link in your life. Except you just want to do it. Right? Instead of begging for link everywhere, your friends that are relocated, you are begging them for link. Everybody are begging them for link. Dr. Linda Ma, you are begging them for link. Just do your best to make sure that you get trained, okay? Let's look at last question for the day. Last question. Let's see. Someone said, can I go through your webinar again if I have few months to get to Canada from a different agent? First of all, I'm not an agent. Secondly, if you're working with an agent, focus is important. Focus on that agent. Don't move from one. You're looking from one agent to another in terms of service. You are paying multiple. You are confusing yourself. At the end of the day, 2 of them may end up submitting application for you. You are in trouble already. Do you get? Focus is important. Focus. If you are working with an agent, finish working with them. Except they are not delivering, then you can say, you know what, I'm going to move to another place. So, in fact, I hate it when somebody will come and tell me, oh, I'm working with this agent, but I also want to work with. No, you can't mix oil and water. You can't mix them together. You can't. So if you are following because there are 2 different services. Agent represents you to the school. Vantage Migration will teach you how to represent yourself. Because we believe that you are the best person to represent yourself. Do you see the difference? Vantage Migration teach you how to represent yourself. Agent represents you. So the question now is, when you already have agent representing you, why do you want to come and learn how to represent yourself? What are you going to do with it? Waste of your time. Alternatively, except you are saying, you know what, these people are not doing what I want. I just want to abandon the whole thing and start afresh. That's why when people come to us and say, they already have admission, we'll be like, finish what you started or start afresh with us. With this, I'm going to give it a close and say, if you have more questions about your study abroad process and you would like us to answer you or to send you to the webinar, the first thing is for you to attend the webinar, which I already gave you. But if you have completed the webinar or you don't remember the link to the webinar, then chat us inbox on Instagram at Dr. Linda Iheme, all right, on Instagram at Dr. Linda Iheme. Please take a screenshot. It's a verified page. Chat us inbox and we will be able to take it up from there. All right, take good care of yourself. Myself, I'm Dr. Linda Iheme. I'm an education consultant with Vantage Migration. Myself and my team, we train graduates and professionals who want to relocate abroad via the study abroad route. Knowing fully well that study abroad is the fastest, easiest, and surest way to relocate abroad right now. So we teach you how to get admission, scholarship, study loan, and any other thing you need in order to successfully relocate abroad. Again, if you have more questions, please chat us inbox on Instagram at Dr. Linda Iheme. All right? Take good care of yourself till I see you again. All right?